Welcome back to Healthy Aging with Nutrition. Did you know that choosing the wrong bread could raise your heart attack risk by 48% after age 60? It sounds unbelievable, but the danger is real, and it's hiding in plain sight on your plate. Picture this. You're in the bread aisle, surrounded by labels like multigrain, whole wheat, or gluten-free. But here's the truth. Many of these breads quietly trigger inflammation, drain your energy, and accelerate aging, especially for older adults. A 2023 study from Harvard Medical School followed over 93,000 seniors for nearly 2 decades. The results? Those who chose the right breads had a 43% lower risk of heart disease and lived an average of 7.2 years longer than those who didn't. That's because after 60, your digestion slows, your metabolism weakens, and your body becomes more sensitive to sugar and refined starches. So today, I'll walk you through 3 worst breads to avoid and 3 healthy breads you should eat daily to support senior health, healthy aging, and better nutrition for seniors. If you care about what goes on your plate and how it affects your energy, memory, and heart health, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and stay with me until the very end. Now, let's begin with the first bread you should never touch after 60. Worst bread number 1. White bread. White bread is one of the most common and most harmful breads for people over 60. It's soft, familiar, and often marketed as light, but beneath the surface, it can quietly sabotage your health. Now, I want to tell you a quick story about someone I know, Mr. Robert, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. For most of his life, he believed he was eating light and healthy by sticking with white toast every morning. But within a few years of retirement, he started noticing something odd. His energy would crash an hour after breakfast. He felt foggy, sometimes even shaky. His doctor ran tests, and Robert was shocked to learn that he was pre-diabetic, with signs of early-stage memory decline. White bread is made from refined wheat flour that's been stripped of the bran and germ. What remains is mostly starch, which the body quickly converts to sugar. According to Harvard Health, white bread has a glycemic index, or GI, over 75, meaning it spikes blood sugar rapidly. That spike is especially risky for seniors, whose insulin response and digestive function naturally decline with age. There's more. The American Heart Association warns that diets high in refined carbs like white bread are linked to greater inflammation, increased belly fat, and a higher risk of heart disease and stroke. And because white bread contains almost no fiber, it doesn't slow digestion or support gut health, leading to constipation, bloating, and irregularity in older adults. Despite being enriched with added vitamins, white bread offers little nutritional value. It raises blood sugar, promotes fat storage, and leaves you feeling hungry again too soon. For healthy aging, senior health, and nutrition for seniors, this is one bread best left off the table. The next bread looks healthy on the label, but inside, it tells a very different story. Worst bread number 2. Sweetbreads and pastries. Have you ever felt tired, foggy, or even achy after enjoying a sweet roll or buttery pastry? It might seem innocent, but those sweetbreads could be silently harming your health after 60. Sweetbreads and pastries like brioche, cinnamon rolls, croissants, and store-bought muffins are often made with refined flour, sugar, and cheap oils. This combination triggers rapid insulin spikes, followed by inflammation and fatigue. According to the Mayo Clinic, diets high in added sugars and processed flour contribute to joint pain, aging skin, and poor metabolic function. These pastries digest quickly, causing blood sugar to surge and crash, leaving you hungry again within hours. Worse yet, frequent intake of these treats is linked to metabolic syndrome, which includes high blood pressure, abdominal fat, and insulin resistance. The National Institute on Aging warns that this condition can significantly increase your risk of stroke, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes in older adults. Sweetbreads may feel comforting in the moment, but for healthy aging, senior wellness, and stable energy, they're a hidden trap. Do you ever crave a pastry when you're feeling low or tired? Share your experience in the comments. It might help someone else rethink their routine. Coming up, we'll look at a soft, golden bread that seems healthy, but can spike your blood sugar faster than you expected.
Worst bread number 3. Potato bread. One of the most misleading breads for seniors is potato bread. It's soft, slightly sweet, and often advertised as a better alternative to white bread. But for people over 60, it can quickly become a hidden danger. I remember my neighbor, Mr. Hui, who's 67 and always trying to eat better. A while back, he started buying potato bread, thinking it was a healthier swap for regular sandwich loaves. He liked how soft it felt and figured anything with potato in the name had to be more nutritious. But after a few months, he began noticing something strange. His energy was dipping, and his blood sugar readings were slowly climbing, even though nothing else in his diet had changed. The reason lies in how potato bread digests. Made with potato flour or mashed potatoes blended with refined wheat flour, it's absorbed by the body extremely fast. That means it spikes blood sugar quickly, similar to white bread. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, high GI starchy foods like potato bread can worsen insulin resistance and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes and fatigue, particularly in older adults. What's more, potato bread lacks key minerals like magnesium and potassium, which are essential for senior heart health, nerve function, and energy regulation. It also contains very little fiber, making it a poor choice for digestion and blood sugar stability. But not all breads are bad news. In fact, the right kinds of bread can do the opposite: help stabilize blood sugar, boost energy, and support better digestion as you age. So now, let's turn to the 3 best breads that every senior should consider adding to their daily routine.
Best bread number 1. Sprouted grain bread. What if there were a type of bread that didn't just avoid harm, but actually helped your body age better? That's exactly what makes sprouted grain bread a top choice for healthy aging, blood sugar balance, and long-term energy. Unlike standard bread made from milled flour, sprouted grain bread is made from whole grains that have been soaked and allowed to sprout before baking. This simple step unlocks enzymes that break down starches, making the bread easier to digest. According to the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, sprouting enhances the availability of vitamins like folate and B12 and improves absorption of key minerals such as magnesium and zinc, nutrients that are essential for senior health. Sprouted grain bread also has a low glycemic index, around 36, meaning it causes a much slower and steadier rise in blood sugar compared to white or potato bread. This makes it a smart option for people managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. It's also naturally rich in fiber and plant-based protein, which help keep you full longer and support muscle preservation, critical as you age. Have you ever tried sprouted grain bread? What's your favorite way to enjoy it? Let us know in the comments. It might inspire someone else to give it a try. If sprouted bread supports steady energy, the next one may surprise you with its ability to reduce cravings and even support heart health. Best bread number 2, whole grain rye bread. One of my retired neighbors, 71, is still sharp and active, but used to struggle with late-day cravings and stubborn cholesterol levels. She didn't change her entire diet, just one thing. She swapped her usual white toast for dense, whole grain rye bread at lunch. Within weeks, she felt fuller for longer, and her LDL cholesterol improved noticeably at her next checkup. That's the quiet power of rye. Whole grain rye bread offers something most common wheat breads don't: an impressive amount of soluble fiber, especially arabinoxolin, which helps slow glucose absorption and improve insulin response. That's especially important for senior health, as our bodies become more sensitive to sugar as we age. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that rye bread helps reduce post-meal blood sugar and promotes a longer-lasting feeling of fullness without increasing calories. It also contains magnesium, selenium, and B vitamins, which are vital for metabolism, nerve health, and aging brains. It's hearty, satisfying, and helps support healthy aging by curbing cravings and easing digestion, 2 daily challenges for many seniors. How to eat it safely. Toast a slice and top with soft avocado and sea salt. Pair it with eggs and steamed spinach for breakfast. Use it for an open-faced sandwich with tuna or turkey. However, there's still one more bread worth keeping in your kitchen, gentler on the gut and naturally good for your blood sugar. Best bread number 3, sourdough bread. When it comes to breads that are easy on the gut and gentle on blood sugar, few options compare to traditional sourdough bread. Made through natural fermentation, sourdough isn't just flavorful, it's uniquely beneficial for senior health. The fermentation process uses wild yeast and lactic acid bacteria to break down gluten and phytic acid. This makes the bread easier to digest and improves the body's ability to absorb important minerals like magnesium and zinc, nutrients often lacking in older adults. According to the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, sourdough bread may cause a lower glycemic response than conventional white or whole wheat bread. This means it raises blood sugar more gradually, reducing spikes and crashes that can lead to fatigue or cravings. Sourdough also tends to have fewer additives and preservatives, especially when bought fresh or made at home. Its mildly tangy flavor pairs well with both savory and sweet toppings, making it a versatile option for healthy aging. How to eat it safely. Toasted lightly and top with avocado and crushed walnuts. Pair with poached eggs and roasted vegetables. Use as a base for hummus, tomato, or sardine toast. Do you bake or buy your sourdough fresh? Share your favorite way to enjoy it in the comments. We'd love to learn from your kitchen wisdom. Now that we've walked through the good and the bad, let's do a quick recap. If you're over 60, the breads you choose can either support your health or quietly work against it. The worst offenders? White bread, sweet pastries, and potato bread. These choices may seem harmless, but they can lead to blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and long-term damage to your heart, memory, and digestion. But the good news is just as powerful. Choosing the right bread can truly make a difference. We talked about sprouted grain bread, which supports steady blood sugar and digestion. Whole grain rye bread, which reduces cravings and cholesterol. And sourdough, a gut-friendly, fermented option that's gentle and nourishing. You don't have to give up bread, you just have to choose smarter. For healthy aging, better senior nutrition, and more stable energy, these simple swaps can make your meals more enjoyable and your health more resilient. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Healthy Aging with Nutrition, and share it with someone who still thinks all breads are the same. Your choices matter, and they can start with something as small and powerful as a slice of bread. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.